Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am doing this purple look today. It's a little, on the smoky purple side eye of it. I had some requests from people to do this look, not even like through social media, but actually like people I see on a daily basis, customers, employees. They're like, oh, I want to see that. People on my Facebook, because I posted it there. And they were like, oh my god, that's so pretty, I want to see it. And I honestly just did this look because I like bringing out my eyes sometimes, and I had a meeting that day, so I just kind of wanted to bring some life to my face. I didn't really think I was actually going to do a video on it, but it, turns out really good. It's a great everyday look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know by liking and subscribing and commenting, and be sure to follow my Instagram account, which is linked in the description box below, and go and DM me there or comment on my pictures to let me know what other content you would like to see. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Bye! So first we are going to start by priming our eyelid. In my first video, I talked about this being super important because I feel like if you're doing any kind of eye look, your eyes are not the same. Like, I have a dark spot there and I have veins everywhere, so I feel like priming the eyelid is a good start. So all I do is I just go in with some concealer. I'm using the Master Conceal by Maybelline. You can use any concealer that you have that you like. And I'm just going to put that onto just a little bit on my eyelid. And then I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I am just going to pat that all over my lid, up to my brow, and past my natural eye shape too, because this look is going past our natural eye shape. Once we are done with that, I'm going to take some tape, and this is how I create that nice straight edge with my makeup every single time. I will never not use this when I am trying to achieve that straight edge look. And I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand like this, and then I'm going to take it off. This is just so that way there's not so much stickiness to it, so when you take it off your face, you are not ripping your face off. I'm just going to put that right under my bottom lash line, into that corner, and up to that brow bone. And then I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush by Morphe. It is the R37. Over that way. And I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette, and I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. As you can see, I've hit pan. I use it a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean anytime I'm doing any kind of makeup look. Dark, light, peaches, gold, pinks, purples, doesn't matter. I'm going in with this because I feel like it's such a good transition shade. It's very neutral, it's not super brown. So I'm just going to go in with that fluffy brush, tap off the excess, and I'm going to start at the end of my eye where that tape is, and I'm not being precise with this at all. I'm going to go all into my crease, a little past my upper crease, bring that into the inner corner, and just kind of buffing that out as I go. If you see me do this, it's because my lashes, every single time, I swear, they just like to curl up. And if you heard my dog bark, I'm sorry. She just likes to bark at everything. And she's a Rottweiler, so it's like a scary bark. It kind of like jumps me sometimes, so if you see me jump, it's fine, just move on. We're gonna do the same for the other eye as well. Next, we are going to use that same fluffy brush. I'm just going to wipe it off a little bit, and then I am going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette again, and I'm going to be using this shade right here. I'm going to do the exact same process. I'm not being precise with it at all. Tapping the extra, starting on that outer corner where that tape is, and kind of just putting exactly where that first color is. Following the exact same thing that we did, just kind of creating a little bit more dimension into our crease. I'm going to repeat the same for the other eye. And then I'm same fluffy brush, just kind of wiping off anything that's on there. And I'm going to go in with that same palette, and I'm going to be going in with this color right here. I am going to be a little bit more precise with this, not super precise at all, but I am going to kind of keep this right into the crease and the outer edge, not really going too far up because it is a little bit darker of a brown. So starting at the end where that tape is, putting on the most product there, and keeping that right in the crease, dragging that product into it. And once we don't have a lot of the product on the brush anymore, we will slowly drag that into the inner corner. And then we're going to repeat the same for the other eye. Once both eyes seem pretty even, we are going to go in with this shade from the Strawberry Dreams Manny M.E.O palette. And I'm going in with Skyline. It's like little kind of peachy color. I just kind of want to put that all over where we put those browns, just to kind of make the browns softer, more pinky, peachy, softer looking, because we aren't going for a dark look. We are going for a, you know, bright purplish look. And if you keep seeing me look over here, that's because my laptop is over here, so I can kind of see what's going on at the same time. And I'm noticing that my skin is super scaly. I am looking like a crocodile. If Steve Irwin was around, he would want to try to capture me, wrestle with me. I don't know, you know, what we would do, just kind of study animals. But he would want to study me because I am scaly. I don't know what my face is doing right now. It is just not having it today with any foundation, any powder. Clearly I need to hydrate her. She's asking for it. She's screaming for it. Anyway, so we're just going to take that color and I'm just going to apply it exactly where we put all those other colors. And we're just going to soften those browns up a bit, make them a little more peachy color. Starting at that end of the eye where the tape is, and once we have very little product on that brush, we are going to bring it into the inner corner and just blending this all out. No harsh lines whatsoever. We're going to do the exact same thing for the other eye. Then we are going to go in with the Moonspell palette by Manny M.U.A from his Lunar Beauty collection. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, I just wanted this palette for the look of it. Do you see how cute this is? It literally looks like a spell book. And then I found out he named all of the colors from witches in pop culture history. Like we got Paige, Prue, and Piper, and Phoebe, Charmed, of course. You know, you got Sabrina. Everybody knows Sabrina. Winifred, Sarah, and Mary. Hocus Pocus. Then you got Hermione. Everyone knows Harry Potter. Bonnie, I never would have known who Bonnie was until I just recently started watching Vampire Diaries. I now have finished, and I want more. I'm obsessed. Love it. So you got Barney, then you got Marnie. Hello, Marnie from Halloween Town. Then you got a couple other ones that I'm not 100% sure on, but it is so cute. I love it. Okay, moving on. We're gonna go in with Paige, and on that same brush that we've been using, I'm going to start putting a little bit more purples on now. So we're gonna go in with this lighter purple shade. It's more like a pinky purple. And I'm just going to apply that on the outer edge. And I'm not gonna go super high up where all these other colors are. I am gonna keep it a little bit more down into that crease and blending it into the other colors, just trying to get this eye prepped for that purple we're going to use. We're definitely going in with Sabrina. It looks gorgeous. And I am putting this a little bit on the lid. As you can see, it's like right there at the bottom where my eyelash likes to curl up into. And that's because this purple is going to go on the lid a little bit once we get to that Sabrina color. And once we don't have much product on, we are going to bring that into the inner crease, kind of fading that into there and just blending until we have no harsh lines. We're going to do the same for the other eye as well. And then I'm going to go in with this Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to start applying that Sabrina shade. And I am going to be a little bit more precise with this. I am going to keep it right here on the lid and bringing it into that crease, and I'm not going way up here. And I'm going to try to stay away from here because this is where I'm going to put that nice shimmery color. So we're going to go in with that purple, tap off the excess, and starting right here on that lid, packing on the product there, bringing it to the outer corner, almost kind of creating like a triangle effect there. Letting that tape do the sharp edge work for us, and then bringing that product into the crease. If you have trouble, like if you just saw it kind of like skipped a little bit, I don't know if you could see that, it's because I didn't lift my eye like I usually do, and I have to lift my eye because my lid kind of like tends to sag a little bit, so I do have to lift my eye to get into that crease the way I want to. And we are just going to blend this until we can't blend anymore, so we don't have any harsh lines with the other transition colors that we were using. And once we have no product on the brush, we are then going to bring that into the inner corner. And then we're going to do the same for the other eye. Okay, so once we were done with that, I was going to leave it the way that it was, but I love applying black. I can't help it. I just love that dark black. It's probably because my soul is black, but if you know, I'm a redhead and we don't have souls. So I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and if you watched my first video, I could not say the word Temptress. Nope, couldn't say it. Couldn't say it for the life of me. I could say anemone, but I couldn't say Temptress. I could say it now though, and that is only because I totally said it like 1,000 times in my head that night, over and over and over again, until I can actually say Temptress. It's not a hard word. I don't know why I couldn't say it. It's really weird. Anywho, I'm going to go in using this brush by Morphe. It is the E17, and I'm going to be extremely precise with this because I don't want a lot of black. I just want something to kind of darken those edges up a little bit. So I'm going to take very little product on that, and it's hard because, you know, this black is so pigmented, which I love. So I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to go in with a light hand. If you ever hear anyone say they're going with a light hand, it means that they are going in with less pressure. Less pressure means you are applying less product. If you hear someone say they're going with a harder hand, that means they are applying more pressure, which will then create more product wherever you are applying that pressure. So I'm going to go in with the lightest pressure, and I'm just going to put that on the end of my eye where that tape is, kind of creating a triangle. I'm not bringing this into the crease much at all, just kind of darkening the end of my eye ever so lightly. It's because I don't have a darker purple than the one that I am wearing, so I just kind of want to get a little bit more there. You obviously do not have to do this if you don't want to. It's just something that I felt like was needed. Maybe it's not, might not be, but I felt like it was. And then I'm going to take that brush that we were using for the purple. I'm just going to tap everything off. And I'm just going to go over that black a little bit with it, just to kind of make sure there is no random harsh lines, and just kind of blending it a little bit more. Now we're going to go back in with the Lunar Beauty Manny MUA Moonstone palette, and I'm going to just use my finger, and I'm going to pick up Prue, which is that first one, and I'm just going to apply this right on to my lid, starting on that inner corner and just bringing that to the rest of the lid, stopping right where we started to apply that purple shade onto the lid. I love doing this technique when applying glitter shadow because I feel like it just sticks so much better, and I feel like it just goes so much quicker. In my first video, you'll see that I'm using a brush with concealer, and I feel like I have to go in with the glitter at least 10 times to achieve the look that I want. I think I did this twice. Yeah, I just did it once and then twice, and that was it. It's amazing. I love it. But unfortunately, if you are doing a more precise glitter look where you only want it in certain places, you do have to do the tedious work. But where this look is not precise whatsoever, the finger is the way to go. So once I feel like I have the glitter that I want on there, I am going to take that purple brush that we were using, the Morphe M433, and I'm just going to not have any product and just kind of right where the edges of the glitter is, I'm just going to ever so slightly brush right there, just to kind of make sure there is no harsh line from putting that glitter on there. We all want it to blend and look nice and flawless. And sometimes when you do this kind of look, you do have to like go back and forth with the glitter and the dark shade because they kind of tend to overpower each other. So it is a back and forth. I don't think I actually need to do it. I think they actually did what I wanted it to do. So then we are going to take that tape off, and you are going to reveal your nice sleek line. If you do happen, for some reason, your tape made a gap, which mine of course did, like I said, this is my life today. You could just take a small brush with some concealer and just follow that line and get that off of there. Super easy, nothing painless. And the tape tends to collect a lot of the fallout, but my tape is super thin. It's not normal tape that you would probably have. So if for some reason, you know, you have the same tape that I do, or your fallout just goes crazy, just take your beauty blender and just dab it all away. If for some reason it doesn't come off for you, then take some foundation, or if you haven't even started your face, then when you do your face, it'll come right off. You can just take some makeup remover and do it that way too. But because my face is on, if I took some makeup remover, take off my face. So next I am going to go in with that purple again from the Manny palette. I keep saying it's the Manny palette. It's his line Lunar Beauty. I'm sorry, Manny. I just like saying your name, Manny MUA. Manny MUA. And I'm going to take this brush from Morphe. It's the F46, and I'm just going to apply some of that purple onto there, tap it off, and I'm going to stick to my lash line as close as I possibly can. Lashes are sticking together. And I am just going to pack that on there. And then I'm going to take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collection. It is the JH40. And I'm just going to blend that out, keeping it right where that lash line is. I'm not bringing it too far down, And I'm being careful to try not to poke myself in the eye, but with the night that I'm having tonight, I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm not doing a lot just because I don't want a lot of purple on my bottom lash area. So then once we are done with that, I'm going to move on to my lashes. I don't apply false lashes just because I don't have the time nor the patience to do it. I literally have like 20 minutes to get out the door in the morning, so it takes me about like 20 minutes just to do my full face. I don't even get to do my hair, but you know, pick and choose what you want to do. And I pick my face over my hair. So I just do some mascara, and I'm going to take this small little mirror that I got by Kiss because I tried the whole false lashes life and it wasn't for me, but I got this mirror out of it, so bonus, it works. So I'm going to look down into that mirror, and I'm going to do a shimmy shimmy and blink motion. Looking down into the mirror, I feel like helps just make your eyelashes get longer, fuller, whatever the product is trying to do, because you're able to get to the root better if you're doing it this way. So I'm just going to do that shimmy shimmy blink slowly, shimmy shimmy blink slowly until I coat all of my lashes. So while that first coat dries, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I don't do the perfect drawn on eyebrows that you see all over Instagram, the celebrities. I wish I could, but I don't do it, and also it's not something that I actually prefer. I prefer my natural eyebrows. If you like that look, go for it. It's only going to make this look so much better. Same with false lashes. If you prefer false lashes and you can do them, go for it, because it's only going to make that eye pop that much more. So I'm just going to apply this Maybelline Tattoo Studio in the color Soft Brown. And where I tend to have more blonde hairs because I am a redhead, I'm just going to apply that there just so it kind of looks like I actually have there instead of these little baby blonde things. Just to kind of darken it up a bit. Any spots I see. And then I'm going to go in with the first Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette. And I'm going to take this brush from Morphe. It's the M432. It's like a flat angle brush. And I'm just going to take this brown right here, because my hair does tend to change color for the seasons that we're in, and because it's winter time in Maine, my hair is more of a darker brown red, and during the summer it'd be like a strawberry blonde, lighter. So I would take a lighter brown if that was the case, but because it's winter and we're darker, I'm just going to put that all over my eyebrows just to kind of make them all one color, because like I said, I do have like brown and blonde, so it just kind of creates like this weird ombre effect, and I don't want that. So then I'm just going to take my brow brush and I'm just going to comb that, almost kind of like blending with the comb. It's kind of weird, but it works. And I'm also able to kind of get those hairs in line, not let them be sporadic and do what they want, because they're like children. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile. Okay, so now that the first layer of mascara is dry, we're going to go in with our next one. I combine mascaras because I feel like there is no mascara that can do it all. So if you get one that does the, you know, the lengthening, and then you get the other one that does the fuller, then combined, they will work. I'm going to do the exact same process, looking down, shimmy shimmy, blink, and coating all of my lashes. And now I'm going to use that same mascara and I'm going to do my bottom lashes. If you have a mascara that has like a tinier wand, you definitely want to use that because it's going to help get all of those bottom lashes and not get mascara on your face. Typically bigger wands will unfortunately make it so it gets on your face easier. if you're not careful. And if you accidentally got any mascara on your face, there's a tip that you can do, which is just taking a dry Q-tip and wiping that off once that mascara is completely dry. Once it's dry, you would just take this and just kind of wing it out. I actually didn't get any on me at all, which is great. I am going to go back in, though, with a brush to put some more glitter on. I don't want to use my finger this time because I do have mascara on and the finger will end up touching your eyelashes. So I'm just going to use this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH41 from her collection, and I'm just going to take that and put some glitter on, just because I noticed that I missed some spots when I started using this thing, because I was able to kind of see more there, and I was able to like see my skin right in the middle, like right on my lid. I don't know how I missed that. So we're gonna let the mascara dry, because I like to go in with the comb for the lashes just to kind of break them up a little bit if any are sticking together. Sorry, I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it for the life of me. Just that way, if any are sticking together, we make them unstuck and they just kind of separate a little bit more. My lashes tend to clump together just because they apparently have separation anxiety from each other, and I just don't want them to do that. Okay, so from here, if you wanted to, you could apply a gel liner onto your waterline. I'm going to. This look definitely doesn't need it. It's really pretty without it. But like I said earlier, I love black. I can't help it. I try so hard to like tell myself you don't need it with this look. Leave it be. But I can't. So I'm just going to use the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner with the brush that it came with, and I'm just going to dip that into the pot, and I'm just going to put that onto my waterline, just making this look extra AF. So I'm also going to do another technique as well, and that is applying gel liner into my upper waterline as well. I said in my first video, I don't recommend this if you've never done it before, just because you don't want to accidentally poke your eye or ruin your makeup, because you're literally done at this point with your eye look. And if you're like me, it's super frustrating if you mess up, because if you do, you're done. You're not going to do it again. You're either going out the way that it looks, and if it looks like crap, it looks like crap, or you're taking it off and you're leaving because you just don't have the time to do that. So I suggest you do it without a makeup look on, just to kind of practice getting up there without hurting yourself and poking your eye out and ruining all your makeup. So you would just do your own normal face routine, and then we would come back to do my favorite part. So I totally forgot to do the last thing before my favorite part, which is separate those lashes. Just kind of comb them out. It almost kind of like curls them too, if you're doing it. So my favorite part, highlighting. Love highlighting my eyes. I have always liked highlighting my eyes, but I have only found the love of highlighting my eyes since I got this Jaclyn Hill highlight from her cosmetics collection, her own cosmetics collection. It's the Flash palette. I love it. She doesn't sell it anymore, which really sucks, because if I ever run out, I will cry. I've been trying so hard to find a highlight that I love, and this one I love. And I've had it for almost a year now, and I just realized there's a mirror on the back. So I'm just going to take this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42 from her collection, and I'm going to go in with this one right here. I'm just going to put a little bit on there, tap it off, and I'm going to apologize for the face that I'm going to make when I apply it. On camera, off camera, doesn't matter. I will make this face. I cannot help it. So I'm just going to put that right there. I don't know if you can see it as well as I can off camera, but it is so good. It is so shiny. And I have it on my nose too, which I feel like you could see that a little bit better than on my eye. But it's honestly, if Rudolph got ran over by Grandma who was driving because she couldn't be driving, which is possible because I mean, if Grandma can get ran over by a reindeer, then a reindeer can get ran over by Grandma. But if that happened and we lost Rudolph and Santa posted a now hiring sign for a reindeer to light the way to get the presents to the children, I would get that job hands down with this highlight. I am shiny. I will light the way for that man with just the moonlight on my nose, guide his way to the children. Same brush, same process, and I'm just going to put that onto the inner corner as well. Just drawing so much light to this eye. It could be dark. I'm gonna do the same for the other eye. It could be dark and just the moonlight or candlelight or a flashlight, sunlight, Scentsy light. Shout out to my Scentsy sellers. Bathroom, awful bathroom lighting, whatever it is, you will somehow glow. And if Jaclyn Hill ever watches this or listens to me, please come out with this again and keep it as a core item in your collection. You will sell it all the time. I'm not kidding. This product is great. So then once we are done with that, I'm going to go in with the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. If you've never used setting spray before, I highly recommend it. It just kind of keeps your makeup in place for longer. I don't believe that it will keep your makeup there all day, no matter what the product says. It's just impossible. There's no way. There's too many elements at play that will affect your makeup, between the weather, your lifestyle, masks. There's no way that this is going to keep it on all day with matte. It's impossible. But I do think it will keep it on a little bit longer, so that's always a plus for me. So I'm just going to spray this all over my face and be very generous because Crocodile Dundee meets more of a dewy finish. We need it. I need it. And in my first video, if you watched it, I sprayed and started talking about what I was doing, and I ended up eating this product. Never have I ever tasted it, and never will I ever want to taste it again. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do before I do it. So I'm going to spray generously. I'm going to keep my eyes kind of like this, because if you close them completely, you're going to get mascara on your face because it's all wet and it's not fun. And then I'm just going to kind of fan my face and try not to hit my face again like I did last time. And once that is done drying, you can apply any kind of lip that you want. As I said in my first video, I don't apply lips very often. I just don't have any lips. I don't know if you could see that. They are non-existent. They are very thin. I'm okay with it. I'm living with it. I have for 30 years. It's not the end of the world. Plus we're wearing masks, so nobody's seeing our lips anyway. But I do put on like a gloss because I do like a little bit of a shine. As we can already tell, I like being shiny. So yeah, that is our makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. It is a very cute kind of everyday, brings some brightness into your wardrobe. I did this look because I was wearing all black that day for a meeting, and I didn't want to look so dreary. I just have a lot of black in my wardrobe, in my makeup. So I didn't want to look dreary during a meeting when I'm trying to talk about what I'm going to do for the business. So I wanted to bring a little bit more color, a little bit more life to my face, and I had a lot of people that really enjoyed this look. So I was like, okay, you know, why not? We'll do a video of it. Hopefully you guys like it. So if you did, please like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how you guys felt about it. If you want to see other things. Along with those seeing other things, you can follow my Instagram account below, which is linked in the description box. And I do tend to post pictures of myself there. And if you get, you know, if I get a lot of comments on a certain type of picture or a lot of DMs about a certain look or video that you want me to do, that is where I will tend to kind of look the most to look for things that you guys want done. So definitely go follow me there. Let me know what you want done. And yeah, until the next video, guys, thank you. Bye.